Hi, I'm back again. Uma from Leadershipevolves.blog. And I think I'm getting tired of my background, so I'm going to switch that around next time. But this is still kind of trial. Um, One of the things that I thought about that I wanted to talk about today was the true form of leadership, the true meaning of being a team leader. When you really think about a team leader and there is a team to lead, whether you be the president of a class, a president of a school, a CEO of a company, or a team leader, a project manager, um, a mom, what kind of leadership you have to do, it is so different today. In this pandemic situation, we are all working from home mostly, and we still have to run our companies, we have to run our teams, we have to motivate our teams, we have to stay in touch with our kids who are stuck in their dorms or overseas, wherever they are, and we still have to make sure that we are managing all of it efficiently, proactively, goal-based. And the only big difference right now is how to keep the team motivated without actually having the advantage of being in the same room under the same roof, or being able to just go give a pat on the back and say, good job. How do you do those things now? And more importantly, when jobs are getting cut, salaries are getting cut, layoffs are happening, how does a team leader keep the rest of the team motivated and also make sure that the team members that are being let go are leaving with the assurance that if they need a reference, if they need some support, if they need some networking, their team leaders would not leave them alone just because they're not part of their active team right now. So I think the dynamic role of the leader, the leadership, is evolving. It is phenomenal when I look around me and I talk to so many of my colleagues, so many of the team leaders in different companies, different industries, and hear about how they are keeping their teams going, keeping the goals on target while everything else is kind of in a limbo, how to keep the team motivated. So these are the few things that people are doing right now. And please let me know if you have more ideas that I can share with other people. Team leaders are having weekly calls. Team leaders are making sure they're trying to use Zoom meeting for weekly calls so that that presence, that ability to see each other is not gone. Team leaders are trying to join 2 different division teams to have a happy hour on Friday on Zoom meeting so that each team can talk to each other, because when you're in the same office or you're able to travel, you get to meet more people, and now you don't. So instead of just keeping it to your team, now it's so much more critical to bring in other team members so that you can feel like you're still a part of a team, a bigger team with a bigger future, a bigger goal. They're also doing a lot of one-on-one coaching, because I think this is the time when a lot of leaders are realizing there's some team members who need additional supervision, additional motivation, as opposed to certain team members that will keep going no matter what. This is also the time for us to take the strengths of other team members and try to groom the weaker team members by partnering them together, because we have the time right now. This would be the time to make your team come up to par, to make sure the team understands that they are one cohesive force. This is the time for us to spend some extra time with our kids, whether we are doing it on phone, whether we are doing it on call, whether we are doing it one-on-one after their online classes are done, by motivating them, because let's face it, this is hard. To constantly look into a camera, to constantly look at each other through a camera, to constantly just be able to call, not to be able to give a hug to each other, whether you're in the family, a pat on the back, if you're a part of the team, a high five. We are in a world where we are learning to be the best leaders we can in isolation. So how do we do it? All I can say is, it's a challenge that most leaders are rising up to. And in rising up to it, they're realizing there are aspects of them that they had no idea they had. The creativity, the ability to be there for your team, the human emotional aspect where you're there with each other when somebody's family is getting affected by COVID, that extra little time to say, hey, I'm there. Hey, what can I do? So I'm telling you that yes, a lot has come through the pandemic and it has really devastated our lives. It's put everything on halt. But what it has done, it's brought us closer to who we truly are. What it has done is given us a chance to reach out to each other with a little bit more human touch and a little less of what's the next project. Talk to you guys again. Bye now.